First, and then go with the legs. I just picked it.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back for another episode of The Whole Bushel on the Real News Network. I'm your host, Eze Jackson. Today's guest is actually one of my favorite artists, independent recording artist and self-proclaimed club queen, TT the Artist.
What's up?
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no
I'm so
doubt.
excited.
I know, it's been a while. I've been trying to get you in here.
I know. We worked it out, though.
We made it happen. You like the crabs?
Oh, they're so good. I'm enjoying myself right now.
Word,
a little too much.
Word. So I wanted to talk to you about right now, and there's been talks about this for a while now, the misrepresentation or lack of representation of women in hip hop. But what do you see as that barrier? What is the reason for some of that?
Well, I believe, the industry is driven by male, in particular the hip hop industry, which is the field that I'm in, and also now getting into the dance world. I think it's predominantly ran by males. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a lot of sexism that comes into play, and gender and roles and how we define that. And I think ultimately in this business, men can tend to be intimidated by a woman, especially a strong, independent woman who comes with a lot, meaning like she's educated, she's seasoned, she's a professional. A lot of people don't know how to really process that, because in our society, women have a certain role they play, So I think for me, a big part of the game is really just kind of trying to define my own lane. And I think the lane I'm kind of in is like, I'm a hip hop artist. I rap, I've been rapping since high school, and I understand the history of it. I understand how to create bars, and but I also understand that there's such a big world out there for me and platforms. So I think for me, I'm trying to really get into a lane, a universal lane. I don't want my music to be boxed into one specific thing, because I'm not a boxed in person. I'm an artist, I paint, right. I'm a lover of culture. So for me, I just want to see myself on the highest platform that I can make it to. But I definitely think that there's an issue with sexism in the industry. And now women are starting to kind of say, well, forget you opening a door for me. I want to create my own door.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. If you thought that, or do you see where the fact that independent artists now can create their own lane, do you see that as an empowering moment right now for female artists, for women?
Absolutely. I mean, it's kind of like we've been given no choice but to do that. It's almost like you keep asking people for favors and getting a lot of no's, so at the end of the day, you cannot keep beating yourself up and making yourself feel like you're not good enough, because there's nothing really wrong with you, right? You have to get into a place where you can take that as inspiration and just use it as fuel to create and define who you're gonna be. And so that's why I say, you kind of put us into a corner where, we're in this box and we can't get out because no doors are being opened, right? So you gotta start connecting with other female artists and building those bridges and saying, well, if you do PR and I do music, how can we use each other? If you're a dancer and you're a director, how can we use each other? Because as we can see, even during the Women's March, do you know how women shut down social media? I never seen that many memes and posts on social media. They shut down streets, blocks, cities. So all around the country, women. So for me, it's like to deny us of our place, our proper place, and the platforms that we need to be just as great as our male counterparts. It's a shame. And so therefore, I know I stand for women coming together in any way we can, and it doesn't mean that we're not gonna beef and fight, and people fight. So I don't even think it's like, oh, well, women are catty. It's like, if you grow up with somebody around the way and you guys have different upbringings, y'all just might not like each other, but can we find something that we can unite on? Some kind of common ground. Exactly.
Don't call me a bitch, don't call me a bitch, don't call me a bitch, don't call me a bitch. You can call me a queen. You can call me a queen. You can call me a queen. Don't call me a bitch. 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 You can call me a queen. 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 They call me a bitch, cause I call the shots. They say I ain't working, but look at what I got. They call me a hoe, cause I'm on top. Just know that you gon' see me never in the same spot. Keep running a mouth like yada yada yada. Just closed another deal, so what they talking about? Lately I'm like fuck it, I'm about to start a ruckus. Fuck all that fake shit, all that nipping and tucking. I'm somewhere in the clouds and I ain't coming down. I'm coming to your city and I'm running your town. I make this look easy, I do it with style. You need to bow down and give me my crown. Started at the bottom, work my way up. All about that paper, now it's time to pay up. This is for my sisters, fuck all them dirty dishes. Rockin' suit and ties, we ain't cooking in them kitchens. Go! Don't call me a bitch, don't call me a bitch, don't call me a bitch. You can call me a queen, you can call me a queen, you can call me a queen, you can call me a queen. Don't call me a bitch, don't call me a bitch, don't call me a bitch, don't call me a bitch. You can call me a queen. Now I'm gonna have to break it down like this. Let's go. Hold up. I ain't your gal or your mammy. Deep down, I know you can't stand me. Shout out to Viola Davis. We gon' keep winning these Emmys. This for my Halle Berrys, Tarajis, Oprahs, and rookies. Keep on breaking the molds. I'm licking fly, call me cookies. Yeah, I'm calling the shots, whether you like it or not. Who gon' check me, boo? I got a new attitude. I'm at my all-time high. I feel like I'm Nicki and B. I think I'm feeling myself. It must be my new weed. I blame it on Amber Rose for why I'm shaking my ass. No need to slut shame me. Now I can twerk it with class. I work to get what I got. I'm headed top of the charts. Suit and pump, I'm a shark. I'm on my Mona Scott. Check the ratings on top. That's that love in hip-hop. Ain't no stopping me now. I stood out of the crowd. Didn't fuck with me then, betcha fuck with me now. Heavy the head with the crown, so all you suckers bow down. Don't call me a bitch. Don't call me a bitch. Don't call me a bitch. You can call me a queen. 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 Don't call me a bitch. Don't call me a bitch. Don't call me a bitch. You can call me a queen. 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 That's dedicated to all my queens out there. Keep wearing your crown and keep your head up. Let's go. TT the artist. Whoop!
I've enjoyed a career in politics and now getting to enjoy entertainment and music a little bit. And one of the parallels that I've noticed is the influence of money.
Right.
Give me some of your thoughts on that in terms of how it relates to politics in music, you know, because as indie artists, there's kind of a false narrative, you know what I mean, that you know, we can't, well, in a lot of ways we can do it on our own, you know what I mean? And it takes a lot of grind to to do that. But then there's a false narrative that if you get with a record label that has the money and the backing, then you can be successful. But in all reality, a lot of those same corporations that we don't like what they're doing socially and economically, a lot of those same corporations are endorsing the mumble rappers and the artists that promote violence and all that kind of stuff. Give me your thoughts on that. We were talking a little bit about it.
Well, I mean, it's so much to cover. I don't even know what a mumble rapper is, to be honest, because I think when it comes to music and genre, I get what people are saying about the new wave of artistry, but, in the same breath, I just think there's no way around a lot of these things in terms of the money, right? So when I say there's no way around it, so you have consumer, you have artists, you have corporation, and I just think it's this one big circle because on one hand you're like, I'm not getting my money, I'm not gonna take this record deal, or I'm not gonna, sell out, and I'm not gonna do this. But on the other hand, you're subscribed to Netflix, you're subscribed to your internet service, you're subscribed to a cell phone, Apple phone, you're subscribed to buying MacBooks, you're subscribed to subscribing, subscriptions, right? So it's kind of like, so you can't take the money, but then you can give them the money? Like, and I think that was just a genius moment to say that, but it's like, 'cause I really never thought about that, right?
That's
In
a
the
good
same
point,
breath, we're
yeah.
saying, don't take their money, we're
good point.
giving them our money. So do you not think I don't want to take some of my money back from my years of subscribing to the content that you're feeding me? You get what I'm saying? So I think that it's like there's no real way around it. So you got to really find what works best for you. And so to speak, to answer your question, it's like, and there is a narrative also. There's another false narrative. There's a false narrative that if you do sign with a record label, then you're doomed.
Right.
That is a false narrative, because at the end of the day, record labels are still here. You know what I'm saying? But what they're gonna have to start doing is changing the way they structure their deals. Yeah. Or else, no, there will be no room for a record label. So that is happening right now. That, I believe, is happening. These labels, artists are, coming to the table with demands. But here's the thing. Nowadays, you can't even get approached by a record label until you've experienced a certain amount of independent success. Yeah. So therefore, you really ultimately do have the power in some way.
Yeah,
on what level?
The days of talent search is
right. It's kind of like most labels aren't offering deals unless you already made and sold a certain amount of units, because no one wants to just waste their money and put money on you and then go in the hole. Right. And then you get shelved because you couldn't recoup that advance money that they gave you back, or you couldn't, you got boxed in because they wanted you to make a certain type of record and you didn't want it. So I really think it's about finding what the best model works for you.
I want to talk about this movie that you're talking about making. Now you're moving over into film. Oh yeah. Right? And you're making a movie about the Baltimore club music genre.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm even moving over to film and things, because I wouldn't say I'm even moving over to film, because a lot of people don't probably know is majority of my music videos I produce are self-directed, self-produced. I've edited them. I'm very much so involved in every process of my marketing and visuals. But for the first time for me, I think that I'm moving in more of a serious direction to actually establish myself as a director. I don't know where the road's gonna lead me, but the film that I'm working on is called Dark City Beneath the Beat. And I've been really trying, I had a lot of false starts, trying to really understand how to create a film, be an independent filmmaker, budgeting and all those things that I wasn't really familiar with, and working with the right people. So I think, what this film is about is the culture of Baltimore Club. It's not from a historical standpoint necessarily. I want to offer some sort of entertainment, and my main inspiration behind doing the film is to uplift the narrative of Baltimore and showcase this dynamic culture that we have here that the world should see, and that it's not just what what the world knows. It was The Wire and Baltimore being a city of violence. I want to show people like this community is this is something very special in this community. And so it basically, essentially, we'll be developing an all-original soundtrack or using all-original content for the music that's focused around Baltimore club culture and genre of music, and working with local artists, because I, being an artist myself that has traveled, I'd like to offer the platform for other artists locally to get on these records and get in this film and have a spotlight to showcase the talent here. And that's what I want to do with this film. I really want to shed a light on the talent here in Baltimore.
Awesome. What made you submerge yourself in Baltimore club music? What was it about Baltimore club music?
It was a natural thing. Like, I grew up in Florida, and I was very influenced by Miami-based music growing up, when I could, at a certain point where I was in high school and I was able to go to school dances finally. Like, I used to, love to dance, and Miami-based music like Uncle Luke, 69 Boys, Two Live Crew, Quad City DJs, like I was really into that growing up, and also 90s dance music. And so for me, when I first experienced Baltimore club music, I really found that the break beat and then the tempo was very familiar and nostalgic.
Let me see you. What we about to do right now, you about to take it to Baltimore. Let me see you. We about to take it to the club. Let me see you. Keep seeing your artists. Let me see you. Let's go. We see you work it, work it. Let me see you work it. Y'all ready? Hold up, watch out, but I came to party tonight. Let's go. Let me see you work it. 1, 2, 3. Work it, 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 work it. Club Queen, let me see you work. Let me see you work. Let me introduce myself, I'ma kill it off the rip. I'm the new Club Queen, R.I.P. K Swift. Know you shining from above, so I'ma represent. This that mighty and Gianni on that B more tip. Got the gas, I got the juice, get off my back and let me loose. Run the club, me and my crew, Rum and Terry TSU. I be putting in that work, ain't no way that I can lose. Mike drop the Cherry Hill, got you rocking out your shoes. Let me see you work it, 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 work it. Hold up, Club Queen, let me see you work. Let me see you work. Let me see you work. Club Queen, work it, 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 work it. Club Queen, let me see you work. Let me see you work. Let's go. All my homies off the chain on them make the ladies shake. Party girls, naughty girls, they just want they pussy ate. Be more club, show us love, so you know we bout to take off. Party east or west, yeah, you know we bout to rock off. Hottest on the block, y'all, show y'all how we rock off. Every time we go hard, she back it up. Hold on, I got your back. Haters, we got time for that. She working like the ass is fat. Now work it from the front and back. Rock, rock, rock to the beat now. Rock, rock, rock. Rock, rock, rock to the beat now. Club Queen, let me see you work. Let me see you work. Let me see you work. Club Queen, rock off, rock off, rock off. Rock off, rock off, rock off. Shake off, shake off, shake off. Club Queen, work it, work it, work it. Work it, work it, work it. All right, we about to shout out some people we know. Let me see you. What up, Black? What up, Broad? What up, Scotty? What up, Sean? What up, Samir? Pork chopping grip, Angel Baby in the mix. Swartz, James, and Pierre, Thunderbird and 808. Be more club DJs, Mike, Nasty, Boo Man, say what? King Tech, Johnny Blaze, Benny Sticks, DJ Class, Spank, Rock, Rob, K Swift. This that real club shit.
You can screw yourself up independently and through the majors if you're not doing your due diligence and researching things you need to know about how to survive and how to sustain yourself as an artist. So it's just so many things like I could touch on with that, but you know, in summary, like I said, you gotta really find the route and model that is gonna work best for your career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people wanna be Beyonce.
Right.
And some people just wanna be touring artists. I always tell artists, first define what type of artist do you wanna be. Do you want to be like a mega artist? Or do you want to be just that guy that just does his own independent tours and makes money off tours? Do you want to make hit records like and work with these big, you know, because it's different machines, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it took me a while to answer that question for myself. You know, after hitting the road a few times, I was like, oh, I like touring. I mean, I'm not pressed to be on the radio. I'm not. If I can go on the road and like have my base there, you know what I mean, live off that, it's fine. But that's a great point. A lot of artists have to really decide what they want to do. You know what I mean, and who they want to be. And I think in hip hop, there's a lot of pressure today to. I guess for a while there's been like a pressure to follow a wave. You know what I mean? Well, if everybody's rapping like this, then this is how I should rap.
Yeah.
You know, if everybody's dressing this way, this is how I'm gonna dress. And I like the fact that you never had that. You know, from my eyes, like TT is TT. Like I can't really say TT is like somebody else. Right. You know what I mean?
Is my mic on? TT. Going in, Club Queen in this bitch. Everybody get to talking when you running this shit. Been across the world, parlay with the French. I was out in LA on some LA shit. Fuck a cosign, I'm a self-made bitch. Let them blogs put your head up, now you think you legit. Wanna talk money? Roll at the budgets. I've been in rotation from Berlin to London. Friday to Sunday. I'm going for the weekend, getting this money, the only language I'm speaking. These labels wanna side you when you already major. Blogs got you feeling like you need them for validation. I was spitting bars before Twitter and Facebook. Everybody got opinions when they ain't what you made of. Never ask for no favors. Some of y'all too complacent. You scared of success. I got the keys and they major. Shout out to Khaled. I be out in Miami, but I'm from Bragg County, so shout out to my family. Hope my granny lived long enough to see me with Grammys. Gave myself a crown, now these niggas can't stand me. Oh, you think you know who the fuck I am? Go and check the scoreboard, see where the fuck I land. Started broke with a dream, rolling with the same clique. New additions to the team, you right, I ain't the same bitch. Funny how the same niggas that be hating on the low. All in my inbox, blowing up my phone. These days don't talk, I just show 'em bankroll. Slow and steady wins the race, so I guess I'm on the road. Give 'em what they want, give 'em what they want. Give 'em what they want, give 'em what they want. Give 'em what they want, give 'em what they want. Give 'em what they want, give 'em what they want. Hold up, lock and load. I'm in my zone. Another phone conference. Shout out to my sponsors. Know you hear my shit and be like, that shit bumping. Know you on my timeline, believe no comments. Know you talk about me if you hate it or love it. When your name come up, ain't no discussion. I know you thinking, damn, how'd you do that? I know you want the secrets, wanna be where I'm at. I'm going every weekend, I don't hear the chit chat. Made it out the barrel, I don't fuck with you crabs. I know you want attention, I don't give you no rap. Everybody's so trapped, but never been to the trap. Stacks in my pocket looking like a game of Tetris. Kept the seat warm, now I'm that up next bitch. I don't wanna chill with you, bitch, this ain't Netflix. Kept it 109, I don't roll with yes men. If I ain't the illest, then tell me who is. Sometimes you gotta boost yourself when nobody will. Give 'em what they want, give 'em what they want. Give 'em what they want, give 'em what they want. Give 'em what they want, give 'em what they want. Give 'em, hold up, it's on, you gotta take it to Baltimore. Showing bank rolls, 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 showing bank rolls. We gonna show 'em bank rolls, showing bank rolls, showing bank rolls. Let's go. Showing bank rolls, 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 only talking business. Anything I want, no, I'm gonna get it. Anything I start, no, I'm gonna finish. Rockin' right now when I know you feel me. Showing bank rolls, only talking business. Anything I want, no, I'm gonna get it. Anything I start, no, I'm gonna finish. Rockin' right now when I know you feel me.
Are there women in hip hop or in history in general that you look up to, or that you kind of like, that inspire you?
Absolutely, and to even talk about what you're saying, it's kind of like the wave things. I still feel like an underdog, you know. I feel like because I've just been trying to stay true to who I am, you know, it's taken me a longer. You know, I could have easily went a certain direction, you know, but for me, it was like really, like I said, defining who I wanted to be, and when I do reach that certain level of success, that longevity that I want, knowing that I made this and that no one can really take it away from me because I really built this, right? But there's so many influential women, and right now, you know, I'm influenced by a lot of people, you know, women in different arenas, like Maxine Waters, you know, in politics, and my everyday friends. And I mean, from a musical standpoint, of course, you know, classics, like, you know, you got the Lauryn Hills and, you know, the Queen Latifahs, and Queen Latifah just on a level of being a female mogul, Oprah, you know, like, I look up to these type of women, you know, even Mona Scott, the creator of the Love and Hip Hop series. It's like, yeah, you know, a lot of people don't get into the reality show things, but I mean, it's no different from Jerry Springer, you know, like my grandmother loves Jerry Springer, by the way. But I like the fact of a black woman even being able to compete on that level, you know, and these are the type of people that inspire me, you know, like actresses and everyday women that's out there fighting for things that they believe in, you know, I can find joy in all those different types of women. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to, you know, be one of those people that people can also look at that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I feel that's where it is from where I'm looking at, and wish you continued success. Keep on rocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it as far as the interview. I'm ready to go in with these crabs, so we're going to wrap this thing up. Thanks for rocking with us again for another episode of The Whole Bushel on the Real News Network. Follow us online on Facebook, on Twitter, and YouTube. You can find out more about TT's music. You look below this video, and we'll see you next time.